What's up, gamers? What's up, boys? It's your boy. Now, today it's going to be a little longer video because I want to show how to efficiently damage farm for damage. Now, I'm not going to be using the majority of the new units like Funny Vamp because I don't have Funny Vamp evolved. Now, this team that I have is probably from what an endgame player can use to damage farm. I will probably be making a new player friendly damage farm later in the later today or tomorrow. Now obviously I'm damage farming for Dio. I'm going to have Toby as my lead because Toby buffs Revenger and leads it. So pretty much you'll go here, you'll go since Dio's light, you'll go into dark. You'll go normal mode. I've learned that normal mode gives the most amount of damage in damage farming. Yes, it is longer, but at the same time. By the way, they did buff who do I call it? White Ichigo. His lead and his cost are decreased, as well as buffing who is it? Shisui, Illusion Ninja. Now, all you really need is a leader. So pretty much, what you're always gonna bring is like Idol, Royal Girl, White Ichigo, and a time stop or a support like Shanks. And pretty much, then you'll bring a leader and the damage farm. You'll bring a leader and the damage farm, or a category buff if it already buffs itself for the leader. Or in this case, if you're grinding for a youth character, a character that's on youth, then you would just put leader in your first slot. What? Ooh, that's actually nice. Kinda. I kinda like it. This new UI on here is I'm spiffy mid about it, but pretty much. Now, I see a lot of people not using Royal Girl, and I don't understand why. She's literally part of the reason people get a lot of damage, because drowning is really good with White. Because this applies slow pretty much. White, what do you call it? White also boosts or vulnerable boosts slow by 20%, so it's a 40% plus slow. So, and now what I see a lot of, all right, I'm gonna place my Dios now. But what I see a lot of people doing with units that have eventual circle that have circle AoEs as their like final thing is putting them on strongest, which just makes them go back here. Which I understand if you have a rewind character, but at the same time, putting it on nearest makes it so much better. Putting it on nearest is so much better than putting it on strongest. Because with a time stop like Shanks, they'll start crowding around in this area most of the time. In this like strip from starting from here all the way until here, they crowd this strip like absurdly well. They just crowd the strip. So using nearest makes grinding damage, from what I've seen, make it much faster. I tried putting it on strongest for a circle AoE, and I got like almost double the damage when I put it on strongest. Not strongest, double the damage when I put it on nearest. And I'm not lying about that either. I got like double the damage when I put it on nearest. Because putting it on nearest, I see so many people putting it on strongest, and I'm like, putting it on nearest literally makes it much easier for you, much easier. Now, what I do suggest is getting the range trait on Shanks because his original range isn't the best. His normal range isn't the best, especially since they removed the range buff from just like here, from like the buff, yeah, from right here. It's now minus range but 18% attack. Now, if you have a unit that's like a circle AoE or something, you could do that, but I'm not doing that for the maximum amount of time stop potential from Shanks. And you might be thinking, oh, you just use Dio's ability. One, I don't want my, like, eyes to fucking die, and two, it's much better just to use Shanks. Like, you could just bring Dio instead of Shanks and get another slot for, like, I don't fucking know, something, but, you know. And now we, this is how you, perfect, like, cycle it. You wait for, like, 34 seconds. Since the new UI, you wait 34 seconds till it says 34, and then you do it. Then auto ability, this should, like, be the best, like, loop. It should be the best loop. Now. Now this is, like I said, this is going to be a longer video because I'm going to show you how I do my damage farms. And like I said, I see a lot of new players complaining about damage farm and damage grind is bad. But at the same time, I'm like, just get Kenjaku Demon. You don't need Ichigo. You don't need Noel. You can just bring, for new players, you could just bring Kujaku Demon and leave him before his last upgrade. Since his last upgrade now gives him Demon Flames, you could just leave it before the fucking, you could just leave it. You could just leave it on its full AoE, and I don't understand why people are complaining about damage farming when you have Kenjaku Demon as a new player-friendly unit. He's really easy to get and evolve. It's not hard at all. I just don't understand. I don't understand why people complain about damage farming. This is like probably the easiest part of the grind, is getting damage farm. Is damage farming. For me, at least, it's the easiest part. How cheap did they make you? What? What the fuck? That's fucking... They definitely bugged him. That's a bug. That's a bug. Unless he's supposed to cost 10k for upgrade 9? That's dumb. What the fuck? To max him out, it's... To max him out, it's like fucking 12k. To max him out, it's 12k. That's a bug. I don't believe that that's not a bug. That has to be a bug. That literally has to be a bug. Like, I don't believe it. You place him for 800. 3 upgrades to hybrid, and it costs you 3k. Because you sell, you place, you still... It's cheaper to get hybrid than placing fucking Noel, pretty much. Yeah, no, this is a bug. Yeah, that has to be a bug. There's no other reason. And set this Noel on last and this Noel on nearest and max them out. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, keep this Noel on last, keep this Noel on last, as well as this Ichigo on last. So they get the drowning and the whites. But, Jesus Christ, what is that? There's no way they made him that cheap. That definitely has to be a bug. I don't believe that's not fucking... That's not a bug. That has to be a bug. If they made him that cheap on purpose, that's one of the best starting units in the game. What the fuck? No question that. No questions. What the fuck? He's the best Spirit Warrior lead, too. What the fuck? And max out this Ichigo and place it on nearest. It will still hit all of it. But that's fucking absurd. See? And since they can get sleep, I'm pretty sure they can still get. Can they still get sleep while time stopped? I think they can. So that's also another 20% damage. Like, there's no way, there's no reason for fucking this guy to be that cheap. Like, he's not even on leader slot, no, he is on attack boost. He does get attack boost. Yeah, fucking, here, let me screenshot this real quick. This is max with, like, what the fuck? Yeah, this gotta be a bug. No, this has to be a bug. Like, with just Revenger attack boost, he's getting 700 mil. Not 700 mil. 800k with idle buff without leader skill, by the way. Without leader skill for that cheap. Yeah, something's a bug. Yeah, Funny Vamp is going to be much better than White Ichigo unless they make White Ichigo a full AoE move. If they make White Ichigo a full AoE move, I feel like that would make sense too. Buff pink, yeah. Alright, but if y'all didn't know, they made it so Maharaga now caps at 25. Now, I really wish this patch got, yeah, they probably wouldn't do that at a full AoE thing, but yeah, but in Maharaga, they made it so, I wish they made the patch after or before weekly challenge reset so people couldn't get that high with, Summoner. Well, that's gonna be all. That's how you, grind damage on it. And, here, let me show you how much damage I got it. Here, let me show, y'all how much damage. I had 40 billion damage on Dio. Now, let me show you how much damage I got on Dio. 27 bill. And Dio's terrible to damage farm with. Terrible to damage farm with. So, Dio is probably a bad thing, but I need to evolve Dio. But that's gonna be it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.